Hello everyone, I am going to be doing an updated crystal collection, and I'm going to do it the same way I did the first time, and I'm going to split them up into color coded, and I will go through these as quickly as possible. I didn't get all these crystals in one go. I've been collecting them since the beginning of January to now, which is the 26th of July, and if you hear crying in the background, it is my cat Theodora, who does not like being locked out of rooms, so she will be very annoyed that she's not in here with me. So let's get started on all of the purple ones. Oh, well, not even 1 minute in and she's already made a name for herself. So the first one that I have is this chevron amethyst or dream amethyst heart. I actually got this one for free. So the chevron amethyst is really good for the third eye, and it's banded with quartz, so it makes it amplifies the power a little bit more in comparison to just regular amethyst. It's very small and it's really easy to carry around. I have something stuck to my finger. There we go. The next one, piece of amethyst. Most of all these purple crystals are amethyst. This is an amethyst diamond, and it's just been carved to look like a faceted diamond, but it has a lot of rainbows. It's very light, it's very clear. It's really beautiful to look at. I have ametrine DT. Ametrine is amethyst and citrine combined. So if you see this yellow smokiness, that is the citrine. I really like ametrine. It's very difficult to come by though. It's really beautiful stone. The next one I have is this one. This is spirit quartz. Spirit quartz is like amethyst on steroids. Very strong, and it helps with all of your chakras, which is the reason why it's a very popular stone. It can be used for every chakra, and most of the time you will have chakra sets where they take spirit quartz and they will plate it and they will color code it. That way you have one for your root, one for your sacral, one for your solar plexus, all of that. The next one I have is this one. I've been looking for a lepidolite, a high grade lepidolite, for a while, and I found it in palm stone form, but this is lepidolite with gem grade. That's what makes it so shiny and just bright, and that's why it's kind of messing up the light a little bit. But lepidolite is great for sleep, and it's great for mood, enhancing your mood. The mica in here is actually lithium, and that's used in a lot of mood enhancing drugs. So it's very good for making you feel a lot better, and it's really beautiful. It's very shiny and I adore it, and it's just small enough to fit my palm. The next four are all the same kind. They are Brandberg amethysts, and Brandberg amethysts come from Namibia in South Africa. But I got this one. And Brandbergs are when quartz, amethyst, and smoky quartz all grow together. And sometimes you'll get them that will grow, like this is obviously amethyst and quartz together. But it's really cool. And you get quite a lot of anhydros as well. If you're lucky enough, I have this one, which is incredibly dark. I really, really love this one. Let me adjust the brightness a little bit. There we go, that way you can see better. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And then I have this one. It'll focus. This tiny little one. Come on. Thank you. This tiny little point. And then I have this one, which is like a scepter of some kind. But it's really cool how it has this big bit of quartz sticking out of it. Alright, the next one I have is this fluorite bumblebee. And I think she's so cute. That's why I got her. She's so cute. I wasn't drawn to her by any metaphysical properties. I just thought, she's cute, I need her, and I got her. And she's adorable. I love her so much. The next amethyst. Yeah, the rest of it, everything else is amethyst. Yes. Yeah, all the purple crystals besides 2, no 3, are amethyst. Well, spirit quartz is related to the amethyst family, so, but everything is amethyst. So this is amethyst with quartz inclusion. So this is all the different quartz pieces on it. And I love how sparkly and dark, it's just covered in crystals. I like when quartz is formed like this. It kind of looks like teeth. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Then I have this dark amethyst point, which is showing up a little bit deeper in camera. It's a little bit brighter. It's more like a grip, I'd say. It's a little bit brighter. And I loved her because of how dark she was. Because it's kind of difficult to get super, super dark pieces of amethyst since they are rarer. And they are more expensive. Because amethyst does fade quite quickly. I don't put any crystals in sunlight. But amethyst and rose quartz in particular tend to fade quite quickly. Quicker than the average. Then I have this little cluster that looks like a hedgehog. And I absolutely loved her. Haven't named her yet. But I just love how small and how decadent it looks. And it really does look like a little hedgehog. And she's so cute. I'm trying to be as quick as I possibly can too. That's why I'm not speaking too much about each crystal. I have this amethyst wand. A little bit of a smoke right here. And then I have a slightly bigger piece. It has a really pretty rainbow. There's lovely clarity at the top there too. And they've stopped crying, and that's fantastic. Both of my girls. Oh my lord. Alright, the next one I have is this amethyst freeform. I've never had an amethyst freeform before. I've only ever seen clusters, carvings, towers, things like that, but I've never seen a freeform. So when I saw this, I thought I would get it. It's very dark, similar in depth to the point I showed you, just a different shape. Oh, it's really cool looking. Alrighty then, the next one I'm going to show you are over here. And this is an amethyst sphere. And I absolutely loved her, how she was just plain amethyst, just together, no quartz, nothing. It's fantastic. And I love how deep she is. So I just had to have her when I saw her. Next I have this amethyst freeform. Amethyst Juicy freeform. Again, it's a little bit, oh, it's not on the frame. It's a little bit pinker. It's like a lilac-y kind of color. And I love the moss agate around, oh, still not on frame. The moss agate around the outside. But she is really beautiful. But she's a little bit pinker. Not pink enough to be classed as pink amethyst, but on camera she's quite purple. In real life she's a little bit pink. Just a little bit pink. And now I have that big thing back here, which I don't know if I'll be able to lift it up. Considering how heavy it is. But I will certainly try. Wah! I have tried. But that's what she looks like. I don't even know. Can I like zoom out? There we go. But that's what she looks like. She's a big chunk of amethyst. She's heavy as hell too. Ah, there we go. So yeah. I'm not going to display her like this though, because it's not stable. But you can really see how dark she is. I got really lucky with like the depth that I found the past 6 months, 7 months with crystals, especially with amethyst. I got really lucky with how deep, because I love dark amethyst. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more expensive, but if it's a good quality, then it's okay to spend that little bit extra because it'll last a little bit longer. Then I have this. This is a rainbow amethyst freeform, and it's kind of like a spirit quartz. This is very rosy, like a mauve, rosy purple rather than a pure dark purple. But I really loved how it looked, and I loved how messy and how sparkly and big. And this honestly looks like this little bit looks like something. It looks like something. Spirit quartz always looks like a certain something, doesn't it? You don't need to carve it in order to make it look slightly phallic, but yeah. Or, you know, kind of looks like Squidward's nose. But yeah, I like this. I love this one. It's really, really pretty how sparkly it is. The next one is the second to last, so we're almost out of the purples. Is this Aura amethyst geode. I don't really I used to have Aura, then I sold my pieces of Aura. Now I'm back into Aura again. Not to the point where I'm like crazy for it, but I'm back in it. So yeah, that is this one. I think I have 3 other Aura pieces, or 2 other Aura pieces. But I saw this and I thought she was really beautiful, and she was worth it. And she's really, really pretty. A lot of colors, really bright, really fun. But Aura is when they take titanium. This is titanium, and they bind it in an oven, and that's what gives it all this color, all these colors, these multicolors. Oh, it's really pretty on camera. It's really showing up true to life on camera as well. So that's really, really good. Woohoo! So that is that one. And then the final amethyst. Oh, it's very warm today. My goodness. Is this Druzy Heart? And dark. It's a little bit brighter in person. just a little bit. But I love this little part here. I love these parts. I love the depth of it. The back is just a plain, smooth stony stone. And I really, really loved it. Really, really pretty. And it wasn't... sometimes I don't really collect a lot of heart-shaped pieces unless I think they look really, really pretty. Because heart shapes are just not what I'm drawn to. I'm more drawn to towers. So this one, whenever I saw her, I needed to have her. And I got her. So yeah, that is my last amethyst, my last purple. So let me just do an overview. So that is all of my purples. And we shall move on to the next color. And I have not decided yet. But I will have timestamps for those of you who are only interested in a certain color. Next are all of my green crystals. And I didn't get a lot because green's just not a color that I am attracted to, so this is the amount of green I collect in 6 months, in comparison to purple. So the first one we'll start off with is this one, and this is an emerald point. It's half polished, and the rest of it is raw. And I really love emerald. Green crystals are great for the heart chakra, along with pink, but I personally prefer green. I like working with green a little bit better than pink. So that is emerald. And this bigger one in the back is this green fluorite tower. And I actually got this one for free because the original one I purchased, which I'll show you with the blues, actually came broken. But the package itself was really, really good. It was just unlucky, so they sent me this one, which was the same price, for free. So now I have a really, really super green one, and she's really beautiful too. I have this tiny little green and purple fluorite obelisk. Let me zoom in. She's really, really beautiful. She's very small, very small. I have this prasiolite, the very first piece of prasiolite. It looks clear on the camera, but it's a very, very light green. It's very, very clear. Clarity is beautiful. And then I have this, my very first piece of prehnite, and this is in the shape of a cactus. And again, I thought it looked really, really cool and quirky to have a cactus shaped crystal, and I think prehnite was the perfect one to pick because the tourmaline needles will act like the pricks on a cactus, so that's pretty smart to me. The next piece I have is my very first proper piece of turquoise. I have teeny tiny little like broken bits in my little crystal box that I keep all of my very small tumbles in and things like that, things that I use for spells, crystal grids, things like that. This is the very first proper piece. That's actually like quite a bigger uniform piece. But she has different shades of green and some brown, some black in her too. But natural turquoise is quite pale. It's never a bright blue. I've seen crystals with like, that's this shade of blue, but it's just dyed how light. And then I have this. This is chrysoprase. She is such a beautiful, stunning green color. She looks like the inside of a lint core. You know how they have the spherical core? But this looks like it would taste like pistachios or something. She's stunning. The next piece is this, my very first piece of raw malachite. It looks a little bit blue in the camera, but it's very green. But this is called silky malachite. It's just raw malachite. You need to be quite careful because you need to wash your hands every time you touch it, because it is made of copper and you don't want to get poisoned. And if you have cats or any other animals that are very curious, never let them get anywhere near this. None of my cats are allowed in my bedroom, mainly because I don't sleep in here because it's just for my crystals. 2, I don't want them breaking anything. 3, I don't want them breaking anything and that thing hurting them like a big sphere. And 2, I don't want them 4, I don't want them licking this because I don't want them becoming seriously sick. And the very last green crystal, whoops, didn't mean to bump the camera there, is this green fluorite sphere. I think this is the first fluorite sphere I've ever purchased for myself. I know I've purchased fluorite spheres to sell, but I've never purchased fluorite spheres to keep. Look at the shilling. Ooh, that's that silvery mirror shilling. It's really beautiful. It's a little bit brighter than it's showing up on camera. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that's more true to life, but it keeps just going back down. It's because of how reflective everything is, so it's messing up the lighting just a teeny bit. So those are all my green crystals. I don't have a lot of them, a lot of new ones anyway. So I will move on to the next one, the next set. Doo-doo. Next are all of the blue crystals that I have. So I'll just start as soon as possible. Next, this is a lapis palmstone. It's quite a decent, hefty size, and it's really, really bright. It's showing up true to camera, and you can see all the flecks of pyrite. That's the difference between lapis and sodalite. Lapis contains pyrite and sodalite doesn't, but blue crystals are great for the third eye. The deeper ones are good for the third eye, and then the brighter ones are better for the throat chakra. The throat being helping you with communication and sticking up for yourself, defending yourself, being confident in your opinions, things like that. The next one I have is this little labradorite sun. Now labradorite can show up in many different colors, but I always usually put my labradorites with blue because blue is the more common shine or sheen. But yes, I love this little moon. This little moon. It's not a moon, it's a sun. But that's why I was drawn to it. She's really, really cute and shiny and happy. The next one is this blue ocean jasper. And the pattern just mesmerized me. In the back, it's a little bit of like a green kind of color, showing up a little bit black on camera, but it's like a darker sea green, while the front's a lot more blue. And you can really see the ocean in this, and that's why I was drawn to it. I don't own a lot of ocean jasper. I think I have one. Or I either have 0 or only have 1 piece. Well, 2 now. The next one I have is this blue sheen labradorite pebble with a little bit of purple in there. And it's showing up true to camera, and it's not messing up the lighting, which is great. Usually lab tends to do that on me. But as you can see, it's very bright. And that's one of the reasons why I adore lab. But yeah, I saw her and I needed her. And labradorite is my favorite crystal. Out of every crystal in the world, it's labradorite. Don't know why I said it that way. I have a small labradorite sphere that's a little bit more green. But even without the flash, I always put it with blue or silver even, because some labradorites can look a little bit more silver. Just love the sheen. Oh, that's so much fun. And second to last. Third to last, sorry. This is Labradorite as well, but this is a little bit more silver. With some blue, green. This part here is like green, yellow, and orange. It's like all different colors. Some pink and some purple, a little bit of orange. I love her. And then I have this Lab Lotus flower. And that's very blue. And the back's very blue too. You could probably hear my cats in the background again. Sorry, that was my grandmother asking me if I needed tea. Next one I have is this very skinny, small little DT. This little fluorite DT. I thought she was so cute. I don't have a piece like this. But she's so adorable. And shiny. No, not shiny, stripy. And my cats are, of course, crying. So, it's another reason why I need to be quick. I need to be quick for the cats. Otherwise, I'll get put in mommy jail where they ignore me for the rest of the day. This small little sphere is amethyst. Amethyst, aquamarine, not amethyst. But it has a lovely sheen of shilling right here. And aquamarine is special to me because it's my birthstone. And it's also my grandmother's birthstone. It has a really lovely deep part right here. And it's lighter on the edges. Really, really beautiful sphere. And then I have this, which I've been looking for a piece for a while. And this is Larimar. And Larimar is from the Dominican Republic. It's very, very expensive because it's only from that one area. And not only that, not only is it expensive, like whenever you save up the money for a piece, whether it's for a sphere or something, you know, you need to make sure that you're drawn to it. So it took a while for me to find a bit because either I saw a piece I was drawn to and couldn't afford it, or I had the money for it, but I never found a piece that connected with me. So I have this piece and she's gorgeous and she looks she looks like water. She really does. It looks like waves crashing. The back here kind of looks like the beach, like a very more of a, not a sandy beach, but more of a rocky beach. Really, really pretty. And I finally have a piece of Larimar. Woohoo! The back here is blue lace agate. It's a little bit more purpley in real life. On camera it's a lot lighter. But blue lace agate is a stunning crystal. I love blue lace agate. It makes me feel very calm and cool and collected. And it cools me down when I look at it as well, which is helping with this heat. But I love the patterns. I love the waves and the swirls and the different shades. You have the darker blue, lighter blue, white. A really, really beautiful tower. And then I have Angelite, another one of my favorites. Angelite is fantastic. Angelite and Celestite are the two main ones that I would use for grief. If you're struggling, especially with grief, whether it's to do with a loved one or grief over the loss of something that you loved, those two are fantastic. Angelite is great for connecting with your angels if you believe in that, and it's a very soothing, emotionally balancing stone. A lot of light blue crystals like this are very soothing and calming. So this is Angelite. And the final tower is this one, which is Amethyst. It looks a little bit like a greeny white on camera, but it's actually a very, very pale blue. It's like this nail, which it kind of looks white, but it's just a really pale blue. But yeah, this is a very pale blue. Alright then, the last labradorite I have to show you is this little flower. This is not a flower. Dragon skull. And at the time, I was playing Skyrim, and it reminded me of Parthenax, the leader of the Greybeards. That's who he reminded me of. I'm trying to see, I can't really find any flash on him. At the bottom here, you can see a little bit of flash. But yeah, I got my own little Parthenax. I love Parthenax. I never kill him, ever. I always kill Delphine. I always have a mod that allows me to take away essential status from an NPC. Essential means they can't die, so I just take it away from her and kill her, because she's a bitch. I can't stand her. Anyone who's a fan of Skyrim will know what I mean. She's not that nice of a person. The next one I have is this blue onyx heart. And I've never had a piece of blue onyx before, so this is the first piece of blue onyx, and it has a really lovely brown spot, which is lovely banding too. And she's showing up through the camera. She's very, very pretty. Oh yeah, I also have a turquoise ring. Let me take this off and show you. Since it's in the green category. Not green, blue category. But that's what this looks like. I love her. I love her so much. Alright, then I have this piece of crystallized blueless agate. So it's just raw, but it's been crystallized, so it's very druzy. It's a lot lighter on camera than it is in person, and in person it's a little bit deeper. But I never had a piece like this before. I love how the back of it, you can see the blue shining through, and it's just not all rock. That is that one. And then second to last is this chrysocolla, which will not focus for me. There we go. And there's a lot of red in this one, and that's what drew me to it. A little bit of like a mustard yellow right here, which isn't really showing up on camera. It looks a little bit more orange, but to my eye, it's a little bit more mustardy yellow. But yeah, this is chrysocolla. And then the final piece was what I mentioned earlier about the broken one. So this is the bottom half, and this is the top half. And basically it's just like, it's supposed to look like this. It's supposed to look like that, but it broke, unfortunately. But I'm gonna keep it. I always keep broken crystals. I always bury them. My cat is buried outside, so I always like to bury them with him. So this piece here, I'm gonna bury it with him. And then this piece here I usually will use for decoration. I don't usually use broken crystals for meditation or anything. I usually just use them as decoration, unless I'm burying it. But it's a lot lighter in real life, and on the camera it's showing up a lot darker. But think of it's a very green, it's a perfect combination of green and blue together. So I kind of struggled on whether or not to put this with the greens or the blues. She's very, very beautiful. And then I have two other pieces, but they're a little bit bigger, so let me just gently pick them up. So the first one I have is this piece of celestite. This is celestite. This is how it looks. It's very delicate stone. Since I got this piece, like, I don't know how many bits are falling off, but that is the beauty on the beast of having a lot of crystals. You do run the risk of them crumbling on you. Especially the softer they are. So celestite is very soft. I think it's 4 or 5 on the hardness scale, and so it crumbles very easily. So this is the rough piece of celestite, not celestite, selenite. But celestite is great for grief. If I had to pick Angelite over Celestite, if I have to pick one for grief, I would go with Celestite, because I personally had a little bit more success finding like good pieces of Celestite, while Angelite I've only ever found like small tumbles or like small or bracelets or something like that, and I don't wear bracelets because I have cats. And so that bracelet's going to be destroyed before I even get a chance to put it on my hand. And then I have this is the last blue crystal, and it's a big blue calcite sphere. It's a little bit more of a sky blue. Here it's a little bit more of an ocean blue. It's a little bit lighter. Right here, this part here looks really white, but it's not white at all. It's washing it out really, really badly. But I got this for a really good price. It was on auction. I had it in my, I was actually planning on getting it that Monday, and then it went up on auction on that Friday, and I ended up getting it for like £20 cheaper. So, yeah. Really, really good. Calcite, if you want a big crystal that doesn't cost a lot, calcite's great. Calcite's very inexpensive, especially if you want a big piece. So that's all of my blue crystals. I will move on to the next color. Okay, moving on to my white, clear, as close as I can get to clear crystals. So I am going to start over here. And I got some pearls. A little bag of pearls. And they're genuine pearls. And you can hear her. That's Ebony. If you can hear her in the background, that's Ebony. That's what they look like. They're pretty cool. And how you can tell whether a pearl is real or not is by looking at the shape of it. If it's perfectly spherical, then it's most likely fake, unless it's made for jewelry. But the main thing you do is that you rub it against your teeth. If it feels very gritty, then it's real. If it's smooth, then it's fake. So that's how you can tell. So now I have some pearls. And the only reason why I wanted pearls was so that I could do "We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day." That garnet, amethyst, and pearl and sterling. Yeah, I couldn't do pearl, so I needed to do pearl. That's the only reason why I got pearls. The next one is this piece of Bulgarian quartz with pyrite and some black tourmaline, and she's so pretty. I just love that small little nugget of pyrite. Small little nugget. And you can hear that's Ebony. Oh honey, be out soon, sweetheart. Next one I have is this piece of Lemurian. This is a Lemurian laser. I will be doing more videos on like different kinds. Lemurian's a big deal in the crystal community, and I'll do a video on that very soon. But if I explained it, then the videos are already 38 minutes long, and I don't want to make it any longer. Next one I have is this aura. She's really, really beautiful. Again, I'm not really attracted to a lot of aura, but this one I was really, really attracted to because I love the small little reflective parts, and it looked like birthday cake. This is platinum. This is known as angel aura, and this is platinum, while the other one I showed you, this one, is titanium. So you can see the difference. They also have different colors. So they have aqua aura, where they make the crystal blue, and they have sunset, which is more of an orange. So they have all these different colors. So if you like bright colors, definitely go for aura crystals. Some people don't like aura crystals because the color is very bright and it's kind of jarring and unnatural, in quotations. So, but just if you like, then go for it. I have another Lemurian, which is a little bit more smooth and has a really lovely rainbow. Lovely inclusions in her too. I have another Bulgarian quartz cluster. She's very spiky. I love spiky clusters. I really do. The ones that look like you pick them up and they'll cut you. I love shit like that. It's great. The back here is another Bulgarian. And this one's a little bit more of a silver. This does have a little bit of pyrite in her too. Like around here. She's quite green as well. I've forgotten what she's mixed with. But if I find out, I'll put it on the screen. And if I don't, then it will not be on the screen. But I think spherolite, I think it might be mixed with. The spherolite's quite a dark mineral. The next one I have here is, this is a chalcedony geode. And I loved the inside of it. I've never seen an inside like this. It looks like a little mountain. Like you go up here, and then you go here, and then here, and then here, and then you're up at the top of the mountain. I love this little sticky outy point right there, growth. And it's pink. The actual matrix is a stunning pink. It looks like a loaf of bread, doesn't it? And then you cut it open. Oh yeah, like knock the shit out of it. Even the back here, the swirls kind of looks like clouds. I just loved it. It reminded me of the Lonely Mountain from The Hobbit. And I love the pink in it as well. It's beautiful. Okay, next is this piece. This is apophyllite. And it has a lot of double terminations. It has one here and one here. One here. Really small ones. Does have more of a square formation there. But apophyllite is very sparkly. It amplifies motion. So if you're a very emotional person, don't reach for apophyllite if you're feeling terrible. Only reach for it if you're feeling happy. Because if you reach for it when you're feeling terrible, it will amplify that terrible feeling. And that's why a lot of people don't really go towards apophyllite when it comes to that. Because it can be a bit too strong. People usually buy apophyllite for the look of it more than anything. Especially if you consider yourself an empath. Don't go for apophyllite when you're feeling upset about anything. I would go for celestite or angelite. The next one is this howlite point. And howlite's fantastic for sleep. I highly recommend it. It's great for sleep and it just looks like marble. It's really beautiful. I like howlite. It's very underrated, but howlite is used quite a lot in you get them in like tourist shops and crystal shops. You'll find a lot of them are dyed and things like that. Howlite is the main thing that's dyed a bright blue and passed as turquoise. And then back here, I have my very first piece of actual selenite. This is actual selenite. The selenite you see in shops are selenite / satin spar. This is real selenite or fishtail selenite. And I love this big piece, and it just looks like glass, and the way that it's layered, and it looks so cool. It looks like a sheet of ice. It looks like a mountain. It's so cool. It reminds me of the Toad of the World from Skyrim. It looks like singing ice as well. It's very light as well for it being such a big piece, but I love this piece. I really do. It's so cool. I love it, but unfortunately it does just flaked. See? Satin spar and selenite are very, very, very delicate. So never put these in water. They will dissolve. If it came apart in my hands, don't put it in water. Do not put it in water. Third last is this clear quartz cluster. And it's freaking huge, the big points. And it has a little rainbow right here. I just loved everything about it. I'm gonna speed up a little bit more. And the second to last white piece is this white aragonite. This is the coral formation of aragonite. And I just loved how it was shaped. It's so cool. And then the last white crystal I have is this. And it's just a big, flat, clear quartz cluster. You can keep it like this, you can keep it like this. It's quite heavy to hold, actually. But I'm trying not to put too many things on my shelving in case they go poof, and we don't need that. And we don't want that either. So that is that one. So that's all of my white crystals. I only have 3 more sections, 3 more colors to show you. So I will be right back, and I will speed things up a bit so that it's not over an hour long. Alright, the next set I'm going to show you are all of my warm tone crystals. So yellow, red, like a rich brown color like this. So yes, let's get into it. So the first piece I have is this raw piece of orange calcite. And orange calcite, it looks like fresh bit of orange. You thinks like I'm gonna squeeze it and it's just gonna burst into all this juice. But orange calcite is a beautiful one. Orange crystals are perfect for the sacral chakra. Yellow is for the solar plexus. And red is for the root. The root is located at the base. The solar plexus is located in the stomach. So I use quite a lot of yellow crystals because I do have digestive issues. And then the sacral is for the genitalia and the reproductive organs. So that is what they are for. Next one I have is this dendritic golden healer. Dendritics are when they have these little formations that look like flowers or vines growing in it. And it's mainly just at the back. As you can see, it's like all of the dendritic, and then it's just golden healer on the other half. She's very, very nice. Then I have this. This is a rough piece of AA grade sunstone. And I needed to have her. As soon as I saw her, I felt this warmth and this happiness. And I just thought she was absolutely stunning. And I have another piece of sunstone that is a little bit, that's polished. And it is a cicada. You know those big American bugs going, eh. I think it makes that noise, but they're loud. They're very, very, very loud. But I thought it was beautiful. It's very shiny. It kind of reminds me a little bit of cat's eye or a little bit of selenite with the way the sheen. It's really beautiful. Then I have this piece of citrine, which is just a very light piece of citrine. Citrine freeform, the beautiful rainbow. Next, I have this piece of lodolite. This is a lodolite lens. And it's a little bit dark, but it has all these bits of rutile. Let me just... all these beautiful bits of rutile. and she is beautiful, and I did get her for 50% off. I had my eye on her back in December or January, and I think it was February, March. They were having a sale, and it's 50% off, and I'm like, I'm getting this. It's 50% off. Come on now. Come on. There's another reason why I always wait. See, if I'm attracted to your crystal, wait, because one, if it's still there by the time you can get it, it's meant for you, and two, it may be on sale, and that is very handy. The next piece I have is this little Baltic amber, and he's carved in the shape of a bunny. Look at him. His name is Jellybean. That's what I named him. His name is Jellybean. Boing, 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 boing. Boing, 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 boing. I love him so much. He's so cute. And also, amber is very light. It is a tree resin. It's not a crystal. It's fossilized tree resin that has been fossilized for thousands of years. Possibly even more than that. Next I have is this piece of fire quartz. Not sure if this lighting's too light because my skin is glowing. Oh my goodness. I look like a human glow stick, but this is a fire quartz palm stone. Almost kind of looks like a shape like a heart. But I thought it was really nice. Then I have this citrine sphere. This was one of the most expensive crystals I purchased in the past 6 months, and mainly because of the clarity, the citrine, how much rainbows are in this piece. It's just filled with it. Like, it is beautiful. Worth it, because that's how much I love citrine. I would spend triple figures on citrine. I have another piece of citrine. This is Smoky Citrine. I do adore citrine. You can see how clear it is. It's really, really beautiful. Then I have this piece of orange calcite. So this is polished. This is raw. Wow, that's very bright. That's very bright. I might turn the brightness down. There we go. There we go. That's not so bad now. But let me show you the citrine again. Ah, there we go. See all the rainbows. I'll show you this one again too. You can see the phantom in there too. Second to last, I have this hematite quartz. It's basically red hematite that's formed into the quartz. That was really, really beautiful. I don't have a bigger piece like this, so I thought the color was stunning. So I picked her up. And the final crystal I have is this, and she comes with her own little wooden stand. And she is a huge smoky citrine double. Well, a mama and a baby. But yeah. She's a little bit more yellow in person. She's showing up a little bit darker, but she's very yellow. Really beautiful. A lot of inclusions, a lot of rainbows. And I adore her. So that's all of my warm toned crystals, all of my yellows, all that stuff. And I will get to the next part now. The next group I'm going to show you are all of my smoky crystals. All my very light brown, gray kinds of crystals. So, first one is this one. And this is Lodolite. And then I have a Smoky Point. A large Smoky Point. A smoky pink lithium quartz cluster. And at the back you can see the pink lithium base. So, but I didn't put it with the pinks because it's not pink enough. Then I have this. This is a skeletal twin smoky. And skeletal's crystal is whenever, let me just put it right here. Is whenever it forms all these different shapes. So here, and then here, and then it's in, and then it's sticking out. So like it goes everywhere. It doesn't form, it's not uniform. It's like I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here, then here, then here, then here, then here. So it's very sporadic, and I thought it was really beautiful. And the shape's so interesting, and I adore Smoky Quartz, is one of my favorite crystals. And then the final Smoky Quartz is this Smoky Quartz Flame. Let me put it right here. And she's very dark and she tapers up until light. There's a lot of rutile in her, which I'm not sure the camera's going to pick up because even I find it a little bit difficult to see. So if I find it difficult, the camera might... Ah, there we go. Really, really beautiful. So that's all of my smokies. I'm going to get to the final one, which would be my pinks. So yes. Okay. Next I have all of my pinks. So the first one is this pink amethyst. Whoa, it's a little bit. There we go. This pink amethyst DT. Dried door. And I have this lilac or lavender rose quartz freeform. Lavender rose quartz is just a very, very light, cloudy rose quartz. Never had a piece like this before. My very first piece of lavender rose quartz. Then I have this one, and I didn't know whether to put it with the purples or the pinks, but it is pink fluorite. So even though to me it looks more purple, on the screen it looks more purple, but I put it with the pinks because it's pink fluorite. And yeah, it's really cool. I've never had a piece of pink fluorite before. It's very dark. It's very grape jelly kind of. Really, really shiny, very deep. You can, you look at it and you just taste jam, basically. That's what it's like. Then I have this really, really peachy rose quartz sphere, and I've never had a peachy rose quartz sphere. I have this rose quartz sphere in my collection. As, look, see the difference? This is very pink and this is very peach, and that was why I was so drawn to it. Because, you know, I've never seen peachy rose quartz. It's really, really lovely. Really rich as well. And it's very, very bright in person. Really, really beautiful. Then I have this. This is this the only piece I've got? I think it is. Yeah, this is rhodonite. Yes. I think this is the only piece I own. Yeah, rhodonite and rhodochrosite are the two crystals I'm not really drawn to. But yeah, I saw this and I love the black patterning. And I love the pattern in general. It looked very groovy, looked very 70s. So I thought I'd get it, and I don't own any rhodonite. So yeah, I'm looking at my pink crystals are down here. This is where I keep all my pink ones. So I'm looking at, and I don't see any. Nope. Okay, the next one I have is this pink opal tower, and I've never had a pink opal tower. I've always had my eye on one. So that's what this looks like. We're over an hour. Oh no. We're near the end though, don't worry. We're near the end. Then I have this piece of pink amethyst. And I love the middle of this. It looked like a snow cone. Speaking of snow cone, whenever I finish this, I'm going to go down and get an ice lolly or something. Or water, because it's so warm today. It's actually cooler today. It's like 18 degrees, I think. Wow, past couple of days in Northern Ireland, it's been 32. We had a heat wave warning from, it was last week, from Wednesday 8 a.m. to Friday 12 p.m. To Friday midnight. But then it lasted until like Monday, so that was fun. Then I have this big rose quartz tower. She's a little bit pinker in real life, but I love her. Okay, now I have pieces that I cannot fit on the thing, because if I do it, I know for a fact it'll go. So let me just zoom out a bit. Okay, I have this baby, which is Ocean Jasper. And she's pink Ocean Jasper, and she is beautiful. She was the last one I was expecting to be delivered to before I did this video. But I love her so freaking much. And she's beautiful. And pink. And I love these circles and swirls. Oh, she's stunning. And then I have this. Let me see if I can it fit? No, not really. But this is a piece of pink amethyst and amethyst together. So the middle is amethyst, and then the outside is pink amethyst. And I saw her, and no way in hell I was going to let anybody else buy her. So this is one of those pieces. You know, you're like, nobody else is going to have it but me. This, it wasn't a, oh, I'll wait. No, she was mine as soon as I saw her. She's on a stand, and she's beautiful. And I actually forgot I purchased her, because I purchased her months ago, and I kept everything in boxes for this video so I can do like a big update. I forgot I even bought her, and then whenever I saw her, I was like, oh my god, I forgot, and I felt like Christmas. I love her so much, but I'm going to put her down here since that is where I keep my pink crystals anyway. And then the final pink crystal, if I can pick her up, oh my goodness, is this big, oh my god, she's very, very heavy, pink amethyst freeform, and she's huge. And there's the bottom of her. Oh my god. But yeah, I saved up for months for her, and I got her last month. Got her in June. I think I got her at the beginning of July, I think. So that is everything. The only group of crystals I need to show you now are the small itty bitty teeny weeny crystals, all on my minis. So I will be right back once I put my pink crystals away. Before I do that, I actually forgot to show you this piece of citrine that I collected. This is Kundalini citrine from the Congo. And Kundalini citrine is good for aligning all the chakras. Kundalini is an Indian belief that the chakras are connected like by kind of like a snake formation, and the Kundalini citrine aligns all of those chakras at once. So that is the final piece of yellow crystal. I forgot to show you this one. Okay, so the next few crystals I want to show you are the ones I got in a mystery pack. So the first one is this Aura Rose Quartz. Then I got Magnesite, which looks like a heart. orange calcite, celestial amethyst, blue kyanite, green fluorite, pink lithium, and citrine. So that's all of the mysteries. And then the final ones, I'm going to show you the super small ones. Alright, so the next couple I'm going to show you are my minis. And I'm going to just use my camera instead of perking it up. But I actually forgot to show you this in the purple section. This is a chariot palm stone, but it's it's itty bitty small. I just kept it in the bag with my small crystals. But that is chariot. I have these 3 little mini rough, that'll focus, pieces of tanzanite, sorry. This is an aquamarine star, a little fire opal, I have a little black opal here, another opal, that little bleed that I got for free. I have this little labradorite fox, a little rutile turtle, an aquamarine butterfly, a gel amazonite star, citrine cat's face, I have a rainbow moonstone bear, a rainbow moonstone cloud, a rutile heart, it'll focus, a red hematite bear, come on, focus, thank you, I have a little rainbow moonstone dolphin, and last but not least, a citrine elephant. So yeah, let me show you on the back here, and then the other opal. Sorry, it's very blurry. I'm just very close to the table. You can see. So yeah, that's all of my minis. Look how far. Look how far, and then I put everything over there because I need to put them on the shelves, the corresponding shelves. So yeah, that's everything. Hopefully I wasn't too long. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.